to say, so I'll just let you have that one.
We good to go, gentlemen. Man, I have no beverage, but I'm sure I can make it. Should be a
no
super long
bevies.
cast, you know what?
No bevies.
You don't have a bevy either? Damn, some host, eh?
Do you really need a beverage?
No, I'm good. We're live right now, aren't we?
Yeah, we are live.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 245th episode of the Geekverse podcast. I don't know. I'm the not moving on Trask now.
And now moving on.
Yeah.
I am your friendly neighborhood caster, Kirkland Patzing. We're joined by...
There's so many options to go with. Like, ooh.
Taylor tells me, hey, I got a lot of homework. We gotta make this cast as quickly as possible. And I got so many options I gotta go with, and then he's gonna sit here for 5 minutes and think.
I am just because it's on the top of my head, I'm the Del Toro Taylor Field.
That's funny, I thought you were going to do something. Especially since we heard the title like 6 times in a row, because we watched like 5-10 second trailers for that movie.
Yeah.
That's awful. I gotta tell a quick story for the listeners.
Oh, no.
Taylor, everyone was supposed to be here around 4-ish. Kurt was a little late, but it's fine.
That's fine.
So Taylor, it was like 3:33, and Taylor messaged me. He's like, is it early or can I come over again? And one, clearly he knows the answer to this, but I knew when he sent me this that he was already in my parking lot. Because why would he, can I come over yet? No, and I just said to him, is it 4 yet? So then I looked out my window and I saw him. He was standing outside my yard.
I think you've changed the story greatly.
And then when I said, is it 4 yet? I just want to turn around and he started walking back in his car. So he was just going to sit there. He didn't even say, I'm here. And then I went out there and yelled and just like, get in.
You've changed the story greatly.
Maybe I was off by 10 minutes.
He didn't know I was out there. Emily actually heard the noise.
No,
Travis.
No, but I also had a feeling, just the way you're like, is it early or can I go over yet? When it's like, it's not 4 yet, so why would you ask if it's early? Clearly it's early.
But also I said, is it too early or can I come over? Yeah. And you just said, is it 4? But I thought, I pulled up, I was like, I got nowhere to go for half an hour. I got, I'll come inside or whatever, and...
You can't drive through my door.
I'll come inside.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here. This is your weekly newscast a little bit early. The things to plug on Friday. A Lego Movie 2 review will drop from Taylor and I. We recorded that last week, so that's lots of fun. And tune in just to hear Taylor's wicked story about his experience. He just had the worst kid sin bus ever. It was great. Go to Facebook. We got lots of stuff there. Golden Geek nominations are up there, so you can vote for those and help us decide a winner. Taylor, Stars polls are up at the time of this recording. What's happening tonight?
Tonight is, I think, because right now it's Mace
and Jabba. Such a
No,
battle.
yeah, Dooku and Jabba. Dooku and Jabba, yeah. So tonight will be Leia versus Yoda. So that's gonna it's gonna be good.
That is an actual good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah.
Is that a good one, really?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like it's a slam dunk and it's gonna be Yoda.
I do too, but it's a good classic versus classic type of character.
A lot of people like their princess, so.
It's true. She's a Disney princess, so.
Is she?
Technically, because they bought her, right? So.
I guess so.
You know what else?
Loophole.
You know what else Disney owns is those superheroes. Not all of them, buddy. They own the most of them. Marvel's Endgame. I can't say Avengers Endgame or I can't say Avengers Infinity War 2.
Marvel
I keep
Endgame.
calling, Marvel's Avengers Endgame. They cut Marvel there. So they dropped a 30-second teaser. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to do Superbowl. I don't think we hit the other. Do you have any Assassin's Creed gaming news you need to shout or anything?
Assassin's Creed gaming news?
You got really hyped.
So I don't. This is a yes or no.
I've been so out of the loop.
Okay, so we have no gaming news, so if you're a gaming fan, don't stick around. This is just a movie and TV cast. We're starting with Marvel's Avengers. They dropped a 30-second trailer. Taylor, save yourself. What did you think about this teaser?
I remember
you got some theories kicking off over there, too.
I do got some theories. You dropped this in the group chat, the trailer's out. I'm like, where is it? I can't find it.
Yeah.
And your answer was, you need to watch the Super Bowl. You can't watch the Super Bowl. I'm like, it's not helping.
Okay, it was true for 5 minutes. For 2 minutes, it wasn't online yet. It dropped from the game. You got to give them some time.
Yeah,
That's the point of watching Super Bowl. You want to watch their exclusive there, and then they go up.
I found it on Twitter first.
Yeah,
some random person posted it, but then immediately I found it on YouTube, HD quality. So I got it on our page right away. But yeah, I watched it and it was like, this is a good trailer. I liked how it showed the.
That's such a classic Taylor.
Doubting Marvel too. This is a good trailer actually.
I was surprised.
Yeah, they usually put out crap.
No, but the whole like, Jesus, like the beginning.
Oh, Jesus was in it? That's what they're looking at when they're in that field and they're looking up. He's like, I'm here to save you. What a plot twist.
I love the way it started though, where it showed the flashback of like all the different movies that are in the Marvel universe so far, and then it like kicked in and it showed like all the stuff that I wanted to see. I want to see Rocket interact with everyone on Earth. I'm super stoked to see.
You didn't see that. It was a shot of him alone.
Well, he was walking like in line with everyone else in the Avengers hangar, which is great. And then he's like taking up the fisherman's life, which I'm digging because he had like a fish trap in the hut behind him and the beach and stuff.
You've looked in some breakdowns that I have not because I didn't know.
I did not notice that.
None of this
Really?
Fisher
I saw
subplot.
it once on my lunch.
The first half an hour is gonna be like Logan, where he's like dealing with his taxi business. It's gonna be Rocky like fishing.
I
Like.
took it as fishing, because I thought that was a
So
raccoon-made fish
is this
trap.
someone else's theory or are you taking
This is
it?
my
Hold
own.
on.
Okay,
Did you say
I
a
respected it.
raccoon-made fishing trap? I've never seen a raccoon-made fishing trap before.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, I will give you that because the first trailer had zero Rocket, so I was wondering where he was gonna be in this movie at all. I was wondering if he just died of natural causes. I don't know. I'm gonna find the lifespan of a raccoon because I was wondering. But...
Well, he's been genetically engineered, like with like cybernetic enhancements, so he's definitely living a long time.
Okay, I'm just curious about raccoon. 2 to 3 years. So see, this could be 2 to 3. This could be 2 to 3
That's
years.
it?
Oh, in the wild though. Well, this is the wild. Thanos
It's
is running
illegal
around.
to have them as pets.
Taylor's
You're allowed to do it.
After he saw Guardians, it's like I gotta own one.
You hit the nail on the head with that evil laugh he has going.
Yeah.
No, I think the trailer though, it was cool, to see Hawkeye pop up in there. I love seeing
Yeah.
War Machine
Yeah, he's
helmet
pretty
up
badass.
with Ant-Man helmet up and all that stuff, and
Helmet up.
just a lot of cool
Uh-huh.
stuff. I'm just trying to piece together like what happened between Ant-Man and the Wasp and him, Paul Rudd getting out and popping into Endgame. I don't know how to connect. I would almost say trade out Captain Marvel movie and give me Ant-Man 3. So
Wow.
Ant-Man just
I
had
would disagree with that.
Ant-Man just had a whole movie and you're saying he should get enough. So they should want Ant-Man 2 and then the year after Ant-Man 3.
But I feel like that's a whole story of how he could get out of the quantum realm and come back
Yeah,
to
maybe
the Avengers.
that's like the opening of the movie. Think
could
about
do that,
about Ant-Man 1 when you're like it's a whole story. The only thing he did was use one of those big things and he used it on his body and then he got big and he got out of there. So it might not be that long of a story.
So
It might
like
just
a
be like
Civil War Ant-Man's length story.
maybe because some people have said they don't know because if you think that first trailer Avengers when they're like looking at the screen they're like what time's this recording? Some people think that Ant-Man's traveled back in time somehow, and maybe that's how he's there. I don't think you're going to get the full Ant-Man 3 movie that you're wanting, how he escaped. I think he's just going to show up and explain how he got out, or maybe a quick flashback. I don't think you're going to get first hour of Scott trying to and there's rumors, Feige said it's about that, but the rumors are just showing footage from maybe the first half an hour of the movie. So, which I don't know if I fully believe that. I don't, which is one shot we can talk about. I think majority of the footage is the first part of the movie. So.
Yeah, well, they definitely like to deceive people and stuff like that because I feel like that scene when they're walking, for all we know, the rest of the whole Avengers team could be all behind them.
100%.
And they could be in their suits and everything, and Thanos could be the guy that's standing in front of them. That scene could just be total bullshit.
I was gonna correct you. I think they do it for marketing purposes. I don't think they like to deceive people. I don't think they make these.
I think Feige's I enjoy manipulating and puppeteering these
Feige's
motherfuckers.
Evil scientist. Feige's an evil scientist according to.
He likes to pull the strings. He's got all the power. So.
Mm-hmm. Kirkland, what do you think about this teaser? Quick one, but some big shots in there.
I liked it. I really liked the length of it. I think I would have if they showed too much, I kind of would have been let down because it's I don't know how many months are we now? 3?
We're 2.5.
2.5. Okay, yeah. So it is creeping up.
February, March, April. It's the end of April, so really it's 2.5, which is crazy to think about. At the end of the movie, it seemed like it was such a long time away. But
yeah, for a trailer like this though, I feel like it's perfect. Especially going under the criteria of why Dylan hates watching trailers is that a lot of times they can just kind of show too much, and then when you see it on the big screen, you've already seen it before, so you're kind of let down. But on this one, it just it's just bringing in some emotion of what the characters are kind of feeling at this point. And obviously the main slogan of what they said is we will never forget.
Yeah. Some people move on, but we don't.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I liked it. I liked seeing Cap look all distressed and
Sleeves.
anger.
Looking a little hot and bothered.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then like the shots of Hawkeye, he looks pretty badass.
Mhm.
So,
Good to have him back.
I've never really given Hawkeye like that much credit before, but he looks pretty badass in this. So I'm excited to see what he does in Endgame.
He's gonna die, I'm telling you. He's definitely
Hawkeye?
I think
he's
there's
living.
Actually, you might be right because I think that I imagine his family got snapped, so it'll be like a reuniting. I did think he was gonna die,
He's gonna
but
disappear after.
or what if they? Well, I guess it depends. Here's the question I'll throw to you guys with this trailer. We've only seen 2 minutes little footage. Do they reverse the snap? Is that the very last thing they do, or is that like a middle chapter so you can have all those characters back to fight Thanos?
That's a good question.
Because I think if it's in the middle, then Hawkeye's dead. Like you get that scene, he reunites with his family, and it's like, I gotta kill Thanos, and then no, it's not gonna happen.
He was never seen again.
Yeah, he's not killed Thanos. Especially I love Hawkeye. Or do you think it's at the end then? Because if it's at the end, then I'll agree with you that he won't die. But if it's in the middle and they bring the snappers back, that's what they're being called.
I think we're gonna get
Hashtag snappers. Bring snappers back.
We're gonna get it like the first Avengers. There'll be a fight breaks out, and then they'll all jump down and be able to do the pan shot.
That's a long pan shot of 70 kids.
Oh, yeah.
5 minutes is just like
Plus all the different Doctor Stranges.
and all the different Ant-Mans from the corner around.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the hard read of. I think it'll be like 75% of the movie is when they return, and then there'll be like, kind of like a big. Actually, it could go either way though, because I could see it like them bring them all back at the end, and then it's just like the happy music's playing,
and it's about like the OG team that saved the day, right? Not these newbies. It's like we saved it.
Yeah, so like I could see them definitely doing it that way, but at the same time they could bring them all back and just all pummel Thanos, and then kill off Hawkeye and all those wannabe heroes.
Imagine that if they all survive except for Hawkeye. That's gonna be the most dirtiest thing Marvel's ever done.
Bring back Gamora.
Everybody except for Drax. Drax and Hawkeye are dead. So even
Drax
dies.
Drax is with James Gunn.
Oh yeah, he's going to Suicide Squad, So Taylor, what do you? I guess I'll say I love the trailer. I think they're doing a great job. I think some people have been like, I've heard people brought like the mainstream how they feel about this, and I didn't watch the Super Bowl with people that didn't know about Avengers, so I would like to hear what they thought. But I think they're going to do one more trailer, and that's going to be the big action trailer. There's not been much action yet. It's just them looking down and grim. And that's why I like when they have those first shots in New York, the place just looks sad. I don't know why the Earth would, because the people are sad, why there'd be fog all around. But it just happens that, okay, people are depressed and there's fog. So it's just like on top of it. But like, I love that Captain America is in like a PTSD meeting, and but you can tell he's having none of it. And that's the first time we've seen him, that look on his face when he's just sitting there, like you can tell everyone's trying to move on. That like he literally says that line, but he's just like, no, like I'm not, like we have to do something. I literally think that's why he will die, because the whole movie's gonna be about what can we do. He's gonna keep pushing, and like the last shot of this trailer is so good when he has the shield and his hand is shaking, and then just like the strap. So it's just like, I think that could literally be. In the first few trailers, we got the. We didn't know Spider-Man was disappearing, but we got the shot of Spider-Man falling on the ground and saying he's sorry. So they every once in a while still put in some big shots. I think that could be one of the shots about like him about to fight Thanos, and Thanos is going to take him out. I've said this for a while. I think Cap will be the guy that does, like, if there's a sacrifice Gandalf moment, it's going to be Cap giving his life. I think he's had his arc. Like, there's not much more. And seeing pissed off Cap, we haven't really seen that, so I'm excited for that. But I think that could be one of the last shots of Captain America. And that also means he sees Tony at some point, because Tony's the guy that has his shield, so they must reunite, and that's gonna be tough.
Tony has a shield? I
thought
that
remember,
Shield took the shield.
No, remember at the end of at the end of Civil War, they're in Russia, and he's like, "That's not yours. My father made that," and Cap just drops the shield and he leaves Tony there. So maybe he gave him the shield, but Tony's the one that has the shield. Shield has a prototype.
In space, or.
What? Who knows? Yeah, it's in his suit. I've been safekeeping it. No, I don't know. The rest of it all looks good. I think it confirmed that, I don't know why some people didn't think this, but it confirms Stark and Nebula are trying to work their way back to Earth. Because some people are just like, oh, why is Tony alone? It's like, he's not alone. Like,
she's making eggs or something.
Yeah, they're just not showing us anything. But I like it's very much like Iron Man 1. You can tell he's just going to use anything he can to try and get back to Earth.
Do you think that they would form a relationship together.
No,
No?
he's getting married to Pepper.
Yeah,
A lot can happen. A lot can
Oh,
happen.
A lot can happen. He's stuck in space for who knows how long.
I'm gonna go hard no. Especially because I don't even know what parts Gamora has anymore. Like, she's pretty much
Nebula.
just, Gamora has no part. She's just flat. So I don't even know if like a relationship was really possible there. So yeah, I don't. Is that what you read it that way? Okay, thank God. Yeah, Hawkeye, that's cool to see him. I'm just happy it's the OG team. We didn't get much of Thor, and we're going to talk about this Hulk in a second. I think Thor's not going to definitely be in as much as Infinity War, because that was very much his movie. I think it's all going to be about Cap and Tony, mostly Cap. I think Cap is going to die. I think Tony will be written off, but I don't think he'll die.
Yeah.
I think he'll either go
Walk off in
retire,
the sunset.
or he'll be like missing somewhere. Like I think Tony's going to go away. But he's not going to die. I'm saying that, but I think he'll be done as Iron Man, whether he's, like I said, in a different universe stuck there, or him and Pepper go and hide and just to, like, because they talk about her being maybe pregnant in Avengers, so maybe she is, and maybe he's like, hey, I can't keep doing this, you know, I got a kid on the way. So I think he'll not be Iron Man by the end.
Yeah, it would be pretty insane if they killed off Cap and Tony.
That would be tough.
That'd
That'd be a ballsy move. So
So
so that's why I can't put on the full prediction that they kill them both. If they did, then wow, that's
Feige, man.
Yeah.
He's making plays.
Yeah. And then Taylor, you can talk about what you think with Hulk, because my prediction is I don't think Hulk is coming into like the third act of this film. I think till they have the big showdown with Thanos, that's when he's going to come back. But you think he's coming in?
I think this movie is going to do a lot of opposites. I think you're right about the Thor thing. I think they're going to pull an Age of Ultron with Thor and kind of have him like in like 3 scenes throughout the whole movie.
Thor like had his movie too in the first one.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He was like the front runner of that one.
So I think he's just gonna be mopey and be like, I failed, I didn't hit the head.
Mopey.
Anytime they show his trailer, he's just looking at stuff. Like, I guess they're all mopey, but he's just like, they even show him just walking along with his hammer. So it's like, okay.
He's just dragging it.
Because I feel like he's gonna feel like, I think most characters, they're gonna feel like, oh, I'm the reason this happened, right? And he's gonna be like, oh, I could have killed Thanos, but I missed, and blah, blah,
Didn't go
blah.
for the head.
It didn't go for the head.
I think that Hulk will actually be in this a lot more than they let on. I feel like, because they started as I said, they started like this story arc with Bruce Banner and the Hulk, so they weren't going to give him his own movies, but they started this whole new kind of just story element aspect with him. And so I feel like starting with, I think they said that in Thor Ragnarok is when it started, then Infinity War would be the middle part of his story, and then Endgame would be like the conclusion to his story, or not like dying wise, but like just kind of concluding that arc that they're doing. Yeah, so I feel like the Infinity War aspect was much more focused on like the Bruce Banner, and Ragnarok was focused on the Hulk. So I feel like this is going to be a good balance between the two. We're going to get a lot of Hulk, we're going to get a lot of Bruce Banner. I think it'll be him changing into Hulk when he wants, and the Hulk changing back to Bruce when he wants. So.
Because you think that scene of them in the field, you think it's a CGI Hulk there?
I'm not going to put my money down on that, but I mean, you never know. It could totally be one of those things like, because when Wakanda, when they had the Hulk running, it was Bruce Banner, so they could easily have it in the field. It's actually the Hulk, you know, and so I'm assuming like that could be literally right out of the PTSD meeting because Cap's in the same clothes.
After.
Let's do that. I feel like they run in there to be like, Cap, get out of here, and he's like, okay, and they go out and then they run into the field.
Let's just interrupt this PTSD.
But if you look at everything in the scenes, you see the upshot of that the stadium, which implies that scene when that happens, something's probably going to be landing in that field, which then follows up with Cap in the meeting, something he gets made aware of something, so then he runs out into that field with the team, and they see what's actually descending, which I'm assuming Iron Man. Jesus. Iron Man and
a big return. He waited a little long, but he's finally back.
Yeah, and I think they will play it out like that too, because they're not. I think they're gonna have someone from the Guardians kind of world connect with the Avengers world, because Rocket is now in the Avengers world. So I feel like it would definitely be more of a chance of it being Iron Man because he's with Nebula, and then they would put Nebula with Rocket, and it would connect more of that Guardians feel with the Avengers feel instead of segregating them.
So we're gonna talk about our teaser in just a second though. When does Captain Marvel pop on this movie then?
Not at all.
What?
She's not in it. Let's try that again.
I think she'll pop up in the middle of the movie.
Middle of the movie. So you don't think that person coming down the field could be Captain Marvel, perhaps?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I'm just playing it.
I don't think. I agree with both of you. I feel like she'll kind of be in like the 70% of the movie kind of range. Cause like I don't know. I feel like when she arrives, that's when like the heavy guns kind of show up, right?
Yeah, and the movie is, you know, focusing on the Avengers for this part, like dealing with this like stress and the fact that they lost. And if you throw in Captain Marvel at the beginning, then it takes away the sense of hope. Right?
Yeah, but
it gives a sense of hope.
Sorry to interrupt you, but also like I feel like that goes back to what we were speculating about earlier, whether or not like everyone comes back, like the snappers.
Yeah,
whether
when
they
does
come
it
back.
happen?
Yeah, I feel like that'll be kind of. I feel like that would be after they kind of defeat Thanos.
What if the Captain Marvel end credit scene is her also getting snapped and they've just played with us and she's not actually in Endgame?
That'd be wild.
I'd love that.
Wow.
That page at the end when Nick Fury like sends it just goes to no one.
Yeah, she's answering it, and why would you love that? You're just hating on Captain Marvel because she's a new character coming in.
Beating on an old
I'm
just
I'm not sexist. I just hate how they throw
You didn't
in.
play the AC Assassin's Creed guy.
Oh my God.
You did something last week.
I just hate how, you know, it's like, what is that with a story where they slap it into the script or the plot and it's pointless, but it just is there just for the sake of
Well, it's not
winning.
pointless. They made a whole film about Captain Marvel.
But hear me out. What is that term called? Is it plot armor?
No, plot armor is just when something could kill everyone else, and then the main character goes to the same thing, and they don't die.
So what's that term then when something is just presented, they just throw it into the movie just because and the heroes win?
Fan service, right?
No, fan service would be like in Rogue One, R2-D2 and C-3PO. They're just like,
Yeah.
goodbye ship, and it's like, oh look, that's them. I don't think there's a term. I think you're just making like they're putting a new character.
Well, I feel like just for the heck of it, they could have put a new character in.
Did you
That's great, that's fine. But the fact is, they put in a new character that could just nuke worlds and has ultimate
she
power.
can't nuke a world.
But still, she's the most powerfulest character. She's flying through space, blowing lasers and ships and capital ships
But
up. Thor's not even doing that.
Did you
in
feel the
space.
same thing about Vision and Age of Ultron though? Because he was the same thing when
No,
he came in.
I thought he looked super like crazy advanced, but I still didn't feel like he was completely immortal. I feel like
But
Captain
the first
Marvel
thing he
was
did was pick up Thor's hammer like nothing, and then he was just destroying Ultron
I
bots.
didn't take
that
that as invincible.
But I think the only reason you're hating on it is because they're prepping you for like there's a new character. Where in Age of Ultron, it was like, oh, Vision was in the movie, but with this, you're getting a whole movie for him. So
was Vision in the trailers for Age of Ultron? Because
I
I
think
feel
briefly.
like went to the theater and watched it. I'm like, they're like, oh boom, Vision. I'm like, here's a new character. Okay, just roll with that. But like,
So you're saying if Nick Fury hit the pager and there's no Captain Marvel movie, but then she just showed up in Endgame, that would be better then?
no, because as I said,
I don't know what's happening.
I'm okay with her having her own movie. I just don't like how she's so damn like she's Endgame herself. She's so powerful. Like there's nothing she can't do. So I hate that. It's like, oh, you know what? The Avengers failed.
How do you know
We're
that?
gonna
Yeah,
get
that
You gotta watch
true.
the movie.
You gotta watch the movie.
They're
and
gonna
you'll
show her
find flaws.
weaknesses, stuff like
because
that.
she's suffering from memory loss, so of course she's gonna be weak. But as soon as she remembers like her memories, she's gonna be nuclear.
And they might play it like, where's Thanos staying? Oh, he's on Titan 2. Let's go up there. No, guys. Boom! I got him. I imagine, there's this thing when she's like, that's called binary mode. I imagine she can't in the movies tap into that all the time. So it's just gonna kind of be like what is it, in Dragon Ball, the Super Saiyan?
Super
Not-
Saiyan.
They can't do that all the time, right?
No, I mean, kind of.
Okay, well-
once they get strong enough.
Exactly. So maybe they'll kind of tweak it till she can only get strong enough at certain points. You know, like I said, I don't think she's gonna completely destroy Thanos. Clearly, they made him powerful. So
That's also though like when Thor does like his god mode, right? When he shows him
Exactly.
he's not always in that mode.
yeah, he
but-
needs motivation,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, but then it just borns the question, like, okay, why wasn't she in that mode for this situation or this situation?
You
know,
gotta
why couldn't
like
she have just
emotion.
done
Why
this?
wasn't Thor God mode the entire movie?
Well, he lost his hammer.
But it doesn't matter
Oh yeah.
because in Thor Ragnarok, that's the lesson. The hammer was not the power. The power's in you.
Yeah, but
So-
he didn't know that.
But he knew that after Thor Ragnarok.
That's
so then
true.
when Thanos attacks his ship, why didn't he just go God mode and he saved all
That
the
is
people
true,
and his
yeah.
brother, right? So if you have a problem with Captain Marvel, you gotta have a problem with Thor.
It's because she's a female.
Yeah, you sexist.
No, Thor, they
Big.
bring it out and they groomed him into this universe. They're just dumping
But
Captain
that's
Marvel.
what this movie is for. This movie is going to groom her.
You look at the first Thor,
No.
through all the other ones, like he's got his power through his hammer, then he loses his power, goes crazy.
But no,
does all this
but
crazy
Thor.
shit.
But you can say that. But Thor 1 and 2 never set up this whole subplot about how the power's in him. Thor Ragnarok with the terrible Odin on the beach stuff that started from that movie. So it was a one movie story. Never did Odin just be like, "Hey, you don't need this hammer." The first Thor is all about like Thor trying to find his hammer. So that's like they did that one story in Thor Ragnarok the same way as Captain Marvel. They're gonna do her one story about her achieving this power. It's not any different than
I
Thor.
feel like they should just give us. They should have released Captain Marvel back in before Infinity War, and then give us a second sequel now. You know, give us a Ant-Man.
Wow, Ant-Man 3 and Captain Marvel 2 before. Wow, I feel like don't you feel like once you see Captain Marvel, this could turn you around though?
And you can't say no because you don't know.
Yeah.
I can't say no, you're right, but it's hard for me to just feel that way because in the trailers, she's just flying around exploding capital ships. I feel like she's already in God
But what
mode.
if it's like when you say, why is she not in God mode all the time? It's like, let's say you run a mile sprint and you who don't run at all. So right after...
Jimmy, I can
No.
sprint my life.
Let's just say you ran as fast as you could. You're not going to run as fast as you could right again after you stop, right? You're going to need some build time. So maybe that's the same thing for her.
But it depends on the situation. If there's something chasing me, I'm gonna sprint again.
But
If she was like
exactly.
if she's
So
fighting in one war, she's gonna nuke things, and then the next one comes, and she's gonna do.
But if it's just regular people, sure. But when it sees Thanos, like, okay, it's binary time. Let's go. Same thing. It's a scare run thing.
yeah, but I don't know. I can run even if I'm not being scared.
So can she? Well, yeah, but not as fast as maybe if you're being scared, right?
That's true.
well, it depends.
If it's just you running regular, and I said, hey, there's a guy with a knife behind you, that's gonna be faster than Thanos is the guy with the knife. He's the guy with the glove. You hate her.
I don't know. I don't hate her. I have a huge respect for women. And
Oh no! He's doing the
Trump
Trump thing.
statement after this podcast.
Yeah.
No, I really, really do. I hate the fact that they're just dropping in a superhero that they've shown, at least in the trailers, that's super, super overpowered. And they're just going to use that as the OP thing against Thanos. That's it. If I watch the movie and they explain it like decently enough where it's like what you said, it's, not all the time, it's just limited power or whatever, then I will totally just, accept it and be like, you know what, that's great, I'm glad they did that, and I will enjoy Endgame.
And plus her powers, like, as of right now, even though Sam Jackson may have said some stuff, like, as far as, well, actually I'm not going to say it, I might spoil some stuff, but I think that they will do that, you're going to be fine, they're going to explain it. You do the same thing to me, I think. When has Marvel steered you wrong yet? Huh?
Yet? Like, which
With the
movies are we
MCU.
talking
Just,
about?
I mean, in general, has there been one... I'm saying that I feel like they're going to handle this with grace and do a good job of incorporating her. There's never
So
been
I can
time...
say Dark World?
Sure, but you like that movie, so I don't know where you're going with this.
He's contradicting himself.
I mean, like a huge, like, there's not a huge black mark where it's like, oh, they did this and it really screwed things up, It's not like in Deadpool.
Like it ruined the story.
Yeah, like in X-Men, long time ago, they debuted Ryan Reynolds and he had like his mouth closed and he didn't have the suit, so it's like, oh, why would they do that? Like, they have this Deadpool character. Like, I don't think Feige's done that, right?
What about...
So trust in Feige.
Trust in Feige? Well, what about you then? Because there's lots from your point of view.
That
Iron Man 2,
this is about
Dark
you.
World.
This is about you. And no, I've always said MCU does not have a bad movie. They have lesser quality movies, but there's not a movie that's just bad.
A bad movie in the MCU?
No, that's not
what he's asking.
Oh.
Stop trying to change it. We're moving on because you're just running in circles, Taylor style. He hates every single thing that's not a man. He tells us this all the time. He's always trying to kick Jessica off the cast. I'm joking. What was I going to say? My last two things are, my prediction is, because I watched the Infinity War trailer again a few weeks ago, and then I watched, the Endgame, then Infinity War again last week. I think that glove is fused on Thanos' hand. That's my prediction.
One?
Yeah. I really do, because at the end of Infinity War, I always thought when he goes and he sits down wherever and he has like that smile, I thought he was all patched up. I never noticed that his glove was still on. So I'd be like, why is his glove still on? And then in the Endgame first trailer, he's like walking around with it. So I bet it's like stuck on him. And that's because they said it scarred him, and I always just thought, oh, it will have like scars, but I bet it's actually like that, and maybe it's like a reminder of like what you did. And maybe because my prediction is because I think they're gonna travel back in time and they'll fight a Thanos that is like all powerful. But I think current day Thanos might just be like super depressed and be like, I don't know if this was really worth it. Because the end movie's like little Gamora being like, was it worth it? And then he never answers, right? So especially he said everything was gonna be a paradise. If you look at New York, it's not really like
very foggy.
Yeah, so I think he's gonna look at me like, oh, I guess I just screwed everything up. Who knows? But I'm not predicting that, but I'm predicting the fuse thing. And then my prediction was with the Hulk. I think that's about it. Anything else to say on Endgame?
For prediction wise, nothing.
Anything. This last time we're gonna talk about something.
I wanted to quickly ask though, for Infinity War.
Yeah.
How many like trailers were there? Like actual like
There was
full-length-
there was 2, and then there was one Super Bowl teaser. So we're gonna get one more like full trailer. I'm
but
pretty
not
sure.
2.
No, not 2.
No.
I don't think so. I don't think that needs it. I think the
Yeah.
next one will be the one for our parents, the one for everyone to get excited. You will actually see Thanos probably doing something because
Yeah.
we saw his hand in the first one and then nothing from him in this one. So I feel like we're gonna
See that
actually
chin.
see him. Yeah, just the chin. Slurping some juice or something.
On the beach.
I
just
regret it,
enjoying.
guys. I really do. I'm really sorry. And then Cap just leaves. I'm like, this is pathetic. And then Cap Marvel's like, nuke! And then
Nuke planets, yeah.
nuking planets. Didn't know that was a power she had.
Yeah, I had something else to say, but I forget about it. So.
Well, then let's talk about her because we're already talking about. Taylor, you want to start off? You know, you're hating on this movie. So what do you think about this
Notorious
teaser?
hater.
Yeah.
No, I think the trailer that they actually debuted was actually fantastic. I think it's my favorite trailer of all of them. I
It's
love
only
the
30 seconds.
faster, super strong. What was the thing they
Faster,
said?
farther.
Farther, further.
I think so.
Farther, further.
Faster,
Fast-
It's the
farther.
same word.
Foggy, he's steering us wrong.
It's like faster, higher, farther.
Faster, higher, further, or
Yeah.
farther.
In that order?
I don't know the
I feel
order.
like they say it better. Not that a quick Google can't.
Faster, further,
it's
higher.
It's the same word. though.
Faster. I will look it up while you're
Further and
talking.
farther.
Anyways.
Drag
No,
your roots.
I
Stupid
think
creative.
the trailer, it was awesome. That
Higher, further, faster.
higher, further, faster.
HFF.
I like that. I could actually make that my motto. I
It's
see
the
a
reverse
tattoo.
of Spider-Man. Far from home, and then higher, faster.
You mean it's the same
Reach.
acronym?
Yeah, but you're switched.
Oh,
Yeah.
Feige's all about those acronym switchings. Then, I like the trailer a lot. I think the music was fantastic. It just got me so pumped. I'm like, okay, now this trailer should have been the one they dropped way before because like this has me pumped. I want to be in this police force with Captain Marvel. I want to be like
I'm
nuking
sure you
planets and stuff.
He must be there writing up complaints about Captain Marvel.
The anonymous ones.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the best captain, and then meanwhile, doing the
Man.
anonymous complaint.
Carol sure shows up late.
Nukes
You know
2
what
minutes too
it's- Carol tried to throw out some of my Tupperware. Check out one of our anniversary casts for that. Are you done?
No,
never. Taylor forever.
no, I really, really enjoyed just seeing all the different shots and it kind of jumping through her life at the same time throughout the story, showing her on Earth and jumping through these different sequences of her life and just the climactic ending that the trailer had. It was just fantastic. I'm glad that they didn't show any Skrull stuff around like this time around. I liked how I found it a little unnecessary with Sam Jackson doing his like whoa like whatever scream. I think it pulled you out of the trailer a little bit. It just needed to be just Captain Marvel showing it that this is her movie. It's just she's badass. She's doing badass things as a badass, and we don't need anyone else in this trailer to pull away from that. So, but it's still a good trailer. It's my favorite of the 3
Of the 3 what?
Captain Marvel trailers.
There's been 4, but that's okay.
There's been 4 trailers.
Yeah, I don't think you ever saw the third one. The third one they did that when the trailers tickets went on sale. That's a really good one.
Really?
Yeah, we never did cast for it.
Did you get tickets for it already?
No, I will be next week because my Cinemia I have to. So
Right.
I'm,
Space Mel.
yeah, I'm gonna buy my Happy Death Day tickets probably for 2 and then go see that. So.
Cool. Groovy. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I think I've only seen 2, including this one.
There you go.
So I liked it more than the first trailer.
There you go.
That little catchy catchphrase was
Really catch that we had to
the
look up.
Daft Punk inspired. Like, was there like a song for it too,
I don't think
or
so.
did they just keep repeating it?
I think it was
like,
higher,
yeah,
further,
higher,
faster,
yeah,
higher,
okay.
further. There will be, just like Venom, Eminem. He's gonna come in and do a song.
Yeah, no, I liked it though. I liked the shots of when she was an actual like army pilot. She had like her flight suit and everything. I thought that was cool. And then at the end when she's binary mode, just nuking planets.
Nuking planets.
She just looked badass in her suit.
She literally just punches a ship out of the sky.
That's
Taylor
so
thought she-
overpowered.
Thor can do that though.
When does he punch the ship out of the
I
sky?
bet he could though if you asked him.
I don't think he could.
I think Hulk could too.
I don't. Oh, Hulk jumped and punched Surtur in the face.
Exactly.
But Surtur isn't a ship.
But Surtur is bigger than a ship.
Hulk, well, yeah, but he just punched him in the face though.
That's still, and he made a move. He's
Hulk
a
has
huge
never.
dude.
I don't think Hulk could punch a ship.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, no, I liked it though. It got me excited. Definitely thinking, when does it come out?
March 8th.
Oh wow, that's really soon.
Yeah, soon.
Less than a month? No, just over a month.
Yeah.
But
month and 4 days.
month and 4 days.
Month and 4 days.
But no, I'm really excited to see it. Unlike Taylor, I'm not a Cat Marvel hater.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Brie Larson, so I like to see her in that role.
I support her.
And it'll just get me.
Sound like it.
It'll just get me that much more pumped for Endgame, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah, the end credits scene, whatever it's gonna be something good, I bet.
Oh yeah, it just got me hyped.
Mm.
Nothing bad to say.
Yeah, I liked it enough. I kind of go the really first trailer I really liked, and then the second one is meh, the third one I really liked, and then this one I'm like higher than meh, but it's just 30 seconds, so it was fine. The shifting was cool. I just hope, my only thing is I hope that they're hiding some stuff in this movie, because I feel like as far as plot wise, other than her memory wise, we don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like Ronan's in this movie, they're still not really showing him. So, and I feel like Jude Law is barely in this movie, even though I think he's going to be playing the villain, or maybe someone that turns into a villain, and he's just, I don't know. So I'm hoping that they're just hiding it for certain plot points, but I think it'll be good. Marvel always says quality, so I'm confident, unlike Taylor, that's gonna
I keep forgetting Jude Law's in this. Now I'm
I keep
super
forgetting-
excited.
I keep forgetting
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so pumped.
Because
Jude
it's a
Law,
male.
man
It's a male.
crush.
Yeah.
I am a huge supporter of female leads. Kate Beckinsale in the Underworld series, that's one of
No,
my favorite franchises.
That's just because you like vampires and shit.
no. I don't want Robert Pattinson to be Batman.
Get off this. We're not getting. We'll talk about that in a little bit. What else? Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to add on Captain Marvel. I'm excited. Let's just get there, get the end credits scene, and I'm sure it'll be great. And Taylor will change his tune after the movie.
I remember what I was gonna say about Endgame, because I'd only seen the trailer once, and then I went to the group chat and I saw that it's like a GIF of Thor. He's like, "More, bring me more." I like linked that to being in the trailer, so I thought that was like a scene in the trailer.
Do you guys want another shot at Thanos? Another. What else? What should I want to talk about? Let's talk about Hobbs and Shaw quickly, because they had a trailer, but they also had a TV spot. I'm gonna start because I'm getting some negative vibes over here. So I only started watching Fast and Furious whenever Statham got in there. I'm not a big car guy, but Kyle Emily introduced me to them. I watched them all, and I feel like they've gotten better for the purpose of the world, because I think those just drag car racing movies are kind of lame and they're not for me. But when they kind of got into more like super spy heavy action, I like that. I do worry, because people always joke like when they're gonna go to space and they're pretty much superheroes. I do worry that there's like an actual like super powered person in the trailer, and I know some people are loving it. I'm just not as much, because I'm someone that loves superheroes. Listen to me, there's like 6-7 comic movies this year. I want like one a month. I'd be happy with it. But I also like variety and I like change, and I also just feel like this didn't need to have super people in it. But I will say, for a positive, I remember when I watched the last Fast movie, I was like, man, I just want to watch a movie of those two together with Dwayne and Jason Statham. And this trailer delivers that. Everything they have together looks really fun. They look like they have great chemistry. So I'll be there. I'll definitely be dropping a review. So I'm very excited for this. And that's the thing. If this kind of jumps the shark, which I feel like it might, it's not my franchise, so I don't really care. I just enjoy these movies. But they almost feel like they're like making GTA the movie. You know how GTA has that, but then there's like, oh, there's aliens, or there's stuff like that, and you're like, why? Like, why is this in here? That's what Fast and Furious feels like. It's become like, oh yeah, it's an action crime drama, but really there's like some stuff going on. And Idris Elba's great, so I think I'm gonna at least enjoy it. So that's what I thought. Great song choice. I thought it was a great trailer all around, other than some things that I questioned. So.
Yeah, I'm kind of the opposite of you. I always like the earlier Fast and Furious, just because kind of felt like Need for Speed. Those were kind of popular around the time that these movies were coming out. So I just like that, like, just really plain, like, just, I don't know, like underground racing scene, like really simple, no like super spy stuff. And so once it started getting more into that, I haven't really seen a lot of the newer ones, so I kind of got disinterested in the franchise, if that's the correct word to use.
Good word.
But I like the casts.
Yeah.
I like all those guys, but I really can't say if I'm gonna see it or not, because I haven't even seen the last like couple movies that have been out.
I feel like with this one you're not gonna need to see any of them. I think it's just gonna be these two teaming up, and they'll like mention things of the other movies, but I don't think, other than at one, like, it's not a big spoiler because you're not gonna watch it. So originally Statham was a villain, and he killed one of their friends because for some reason they kind of got accidentally, like him and Vin Diesel's crew kind of got put against each other. They introduced Statham as he's just a bad guy, and then it was revealed, oh, people are behind the scenes pulling it. But then they never questioned like Statham killing their friend. Like no one ever asks about what happened to Han, and they still, that's another thing, that's why to me it's like poor writing. Some people are like, oh, whatever, it's just a show, but it's like, yeah.
You know
like,
why Statham did that to Han, right?
Okay, no, I know why, but the same thing is he still killed one of their best friends, and they never asked him.
But he wasn't
about it.
Dwayne Johnson's best friend, though. If
No,
you're
but in
saying,
the
like,
Fast movies, he still killed an innocent man. And Hobbs, who is like, Hobbs, who's like a government agent, is not locking him up at all for this. So it's like, it's kind of.
Well, they did lock him up though for it, and now I thought
But he escaped.
No, I don't. When
Did you watch the Ted Bundy documentary when he escaped? They don't go, well, we locked him up, he escaped. Good on Ted. Let's let him go until we catch him next time. No, you won't get him again. Yeah. And so it's just like the writing in here is it's pretty poor. It's pretty poor.
Yeah, but like I feel like the series for me personally has just kind of become like a meme. Like ever since they started just like racing tanks and stuff, it's just like what's going on? And then now they got like a superhero in there. Idris Elba's just like, I don't even remember what he did, but he like punched us.
He punched through like an armored truck.
Yeah. So like.
My hope was that it was gonna be the suit that was superpower, then I could kind of buy it. But then they're showing like injections on him and stuff. So maybe in the movie they'll still play it off like the suit does more. So I'm hoping.
Yeah. Like. Still though, like for me, it was kind of like a meme thing, but now it's just like I feel like they're just embracing the meme and they're just running with it. 100%. So like, good on them. It's a pretty successful series. It's been going on for like well over 10 movies. I don't even know what they're at right now. But
this will be the 8th, I think.
Okay. So not quite 10 movies. It feels like 10 movies.
They said when they get the 10 Fast Furious, that's when they're stopping the Fast and Furious movies.
Okay.
Yeah, they're making 9 right now. Yeah, Furious and Fast.
So yeah, I thought the trailer was good for like what I saw. There was a lot in there, but a lot of cool action stuff. Like I said, I like the cast, so good on them making a decent trailer.
Okay, I've never heard you mention these movies once. It seemed like a movie would be right up your alley.
I remember when you guys were gonna go see Fast and Furious or something in theaters or something. I was like, I'll tag along, and it never happened. You guys went. I never went with you.
Okay.
So I never heard you talk about the series once, but you got very defensive when he was talking about Jason Statham's character.
Really?
You're like, you know why he killed Han, right? I read all the books. I know all these things.
He's on all the forums.
Yeah.
No justice for Han.
I've never heard you talk about the series before though. So.
Well, where do I stand on Fast and the Furious? You know, as a...
I don't know, tell the listeners, please.
Yeah, as a franchise...
They're frothing at the mouth to know what you... Because we've lost all our female ones, so you better keep some car male ones. As
a franchise, I really don't know anything about cars, and this franchise, I actually really don't like it. I'm kidding. Psych those fans out. No, I actually, I really don't know anything about cars that well.
I'm gonna get Blake Larson on Nuke You if you keep it up.
I really do enjoy the series, but I don't know a lot about cars. So, my favorite Fast and the Furious is the second one with Paul Walker. And
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Oh, yeah. I love that one with Tyrese. Oh, it's so good.
It's the worst.
No, it's
so
the best.
So good.
So good. With Evan Mendes in that, oh my god.
No.
It's such a good movie. I can't believe you don't like it. I love their cars.
I don't like bad movies, and that's a bad
I love when they're deking out the cops and stuff.
Oh, it's awesome. That's why I like those movies.
So what do you feel about the Hobbs and Shaw trailer?
Well, I'm not done my spiel about Fast and the Furious. I love the transition going in from like they're just like truck stealing, like gasoline tank raiding, like pirates or whatever, to working for the government, CIA, Black Ops stuff, which I still don't know how they connect. Because I feel like
That's the thing.
I feel like I could steal a truck full of VCRs and VHS tapes and cassette players, and I still don't know if the government would actually throw me in jail, and then through my career of stealing gasoline out of a gas truck, let me work for the government.
Well, your situation really very different because you're talking about stealing VCRs.
That's what they were doing.
They would let you steal. Like, I mean, in today's age, though, if you're doing that, they're not gonna lock you up. I think the idea is that they're so good at what they do, is that's why the CIA brings them in. Even though in the first Fast, they're like falling over shit. Like, they're not good. Now they're like super
very clumsy.
Yeah, but I feel like that's why the CIA, they brought them in, because they're so good at what they do. They need them for armored vehicle, vehicular
warfare, yeah. Well, when they dropped Dwayne Johnson in, he scared the shit out of me. Yeah. I remember when I saw the movie in theaters with my friends, and Dwayne Johnson walked in. He was just all mean. He was mean. It's like, this isn't my Dwayne, and he was.
This isn't my Dwayne. Why, Dwayne? Why?
No, he scared the pants off me though. Like, it's just
That's the reason why Taylor got arrested. Watching Fast Five, just his pants and all. Dwayne scared him off. That's so, sir.
But I liked his transition to being a good guy hero. I thought it was great.
No, he was always a good guy.
No, he
was working for the law.
Yeah, but
the law's not always good.
No,
he was still a bad guy trying to
he was
separate
doing
his
stuff
family.
because they're committing crimes.
They were good guys.
It doesn't matter.
His methods were shady.
Yeah. They weren't shady. No, he was fine.
But they changed him up later on. Like as he progressed, he became a nice guy.
Because he was working with the criminals. He let them go.
Yeah, but the government let him.
He became nicer to the viewer, but in the real world, he became more of a criminal.
Yeah, but the government was supporting him, so it was okay.
He did some stuff they didn't know about.
Yeah, but that's how the government works.
They turned a blind eye.
But no, I love how he turns into more of a nice guy, his daughter and stuff like that. I love, again, when Jason Statham was introduced, like, I remember seeing that scene. It was in the theater, and he's talking to his brother, and he's in the hospital. I'm like, okay, this is, like, weird. They just let this guy's just chilling in the hospital. Like, where's the guards? And he walks out, and there's, like, 2 dead guards. I'm like, okay, that makes sense for that. Then he keeps walking, and there's fucking blood everywhere. It's like, death.
So think about all those innocent men he killed.
That's Shaw, yeah. And that's why they should have kept him locked up and better and all that
You just said,
stuff.
though, if he could escape, he got, like, get a jail-free card.
Well, he shouldn't get a get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, Shaw, he just did all that shit. So he
He
was
a whole one-man retrospective over there. Belfast Bridge from Taylor Field.
he was just terrifying. And so now finally to see them kind of both pair up in this sense, I think it's great because they kind of got that chemistry. I loved when they fought in that office in that Fast movie, and now I'm super excited to see them actually.
They did fight.
They did fight.
Rock
yeah.
bottomed him. He pulled his wrestling finisher move out in that fight scene.
Who did?
Yeah,
The Rock did?
Well, yeah. Was Jason Statham a wrestler?
I don't know. If Trump is in the Hall of Fame or whatever, I don't know.
He is in the Wrestling Hall of Fame.
I don't know who is a wrestler anymore.
Fair enough. Taylor's right in this act. And he was the stone.
But yeah, no, I found the Hobbs and Shaw trailer was incredibly long. I thought like it was rolling on that like 1.5, 2 minute mark. Like, okay, it's gonna end here, and I moved my mouse over. I was like, oh shit, it's got another 2 minutes to go or something like that.
So you said at the minute. So you think it's a 3 minutes? I want 3.5 minutes. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, 3.5 minute trailer. Yeah, and so as I'm watching it though, I thought like, okay, this is great, but they got everything in here. They got the beginning, the middle, the end. And they've shown so much.
There was a lot.
There was a lot. I'm going to watch that movie in theaters and be like, well, I know it's coming. Oh, here's the scene where they're falling down the side of the building.
I feel like they didn't place it in order of stuff.
Oh, all over the place.
Look at that. 1:15.
The trailer was not 1:15.
No.
That's the Super Bowl one. What was the one that you shared?
I did. I was just fucking with them.
What is the actual trailer you shared? That's what I need to know.
I will find. Yeah.
Oh, Taylor's already reached.
I knew he would fall for that. So you were wrong. Official trailer, 2 minutes and 57 seconds from The Rock's YouTube. So
The Rock's YouTube.
There must be a glitch from it on YouTube because it just says no views, which is like the saddest thing ever. I'm gonna click on it. Yeah, 19 million trending. But like, there's imagine that The Rock releases this trailer, no one gives a fuck. He's just sitting there like. F5. There's nothing, guys. We shouldn't have made this movie. I feel like they did show a lot, but I feel like it's not in the way we complain about trailers where they didn't show in order, you don't know what's happening when. So for me, that was perfect. When they're just showing a bunch of trucks flying around and whatnot, that's fine, because we don't know if a character could die, a plot twist. It's when they show a bunch of stuff in order, like with Homecoming they did.
Well, we know no one's gonna die in this movie.
But maybe one of their friends do or something like that. Like Jason Statham's sister's in this movie, so like
you mean they're just gonna kill off a no-name actor or actress?
Well, they kill a character. If a character gets introduced, I still don't want to know if they die or not, even if I don't know them. Like, what if Idris Elba? Do you know if he makes it alive?
I feel like he'll live.
But that's what I mean. In the trailer, they just showed his head getting chopped off. I'm like, yeah, Taylor, you're right. They did show a lot. They just show that he dies. So.
He was a cool villain, though. I like the idea of them bringing superheroes.
Yeah, it was.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like it only makes sense. They got submarines, they got tanks.
That doesn't correspond to... So that means today we should be getting superheroes, because we also have submarines and tanks.
I feel like
that's all technology.
Genetic engineering and stuff like that is a very real thing. And
How much do you know about it?
I'm not allowed to say. No, I'm kidding. I don't know too much about it, but starts around.
That's why you tune in this podcast, folks.
How much do you know about it? I don't know too much. Just enough.
You got enough on this trailer, or you got more?
No, I am very happy to see the superhero kind of like twist. I think it's very different from
very
these third
COD.
races.
It's very COD-like.
Is it? You got COD from
Advanced warfare,
Yes,
running on walls.
I didn't get that vibe at
Kevin
all.
Spacey's gonna pop up and tell us about what they've done.
I didn't get that vibe at all. I definitely just felt it felt like a superhero, but done very, very differently in its own atmosphere. It
I didn't
feel like
get that
anything
vibe
else.
until Kirkland said it, and now it all makes sense.
The exo skeleton.
Exactly. Yeah, they're gonna be running up fucking walls and grabbing, jumping.
I won't say no to that. That'll be good.
Are you gonna say no to the Toy Story 4 movie because they dropped a TV spot? I'll go first. I liked it, but not in any way like it gets me hyped. It's just my hype level's the same. I feel like they're being very cagey on what the story is. I know it's something to do with Love and Bo Peep. I'm excited once we hear what Keanu Reeves is actually playing, but I like the teaser, but I feel like this was just to announce so all our parents watch Super Bowl, like, hey, if you didn't know Toy Story 4 was this thing, it's happening. So for me as a teaser, it was fun and funny, but it didn't get me mad. Like, I can't wait to see this story. I don't know, I had a pirate accent there for a second, but the Toy Story 4 and gold. But yeah, I thought it was fine.
Yeah, it didn't really change my opinion on it. I know it's coming. I know I'm gonna see it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I'm gonna get emotional when I see it. Even though I'm like pretty much done with this franchise, I'm pretty sure when I watch it, it'll like change my emotions.
It might reinvigorate you. I need 5, 6.
I feel like I've only seen the third one
Captain
once, and I was like, I don't know if I was just like having a bad day, but like I just like took back like bad experiences from leaving these stores.
Fuck you, Timon!
Like, yeah, exactly. Just got very aggressive towards the actors.
And all the
went on
kids.
Twitter.
Poor kids.
Yeah, those tweets.
No, but
yeah.
I know it's coming. I really do not know what the story is going to entail whatsoever.
Bo
but-
Peep's back. Cool.
Yeah, that is. Did she leave?
She wasn't in the third one at all. They sold her.
What?
Yeah, it's really sad. There's like this. They talk about people that lost, and someone's like, and Bo Peep, and when he's like, yeah.
Oh, I
And
forgot.
it's like sad music. Yeah,
I remember.
so they're gonna be reunited.
I forgot about that. I have
Yeah.
to rewatch
Toy Story
the
3
movie.
is
Sold
the
her.
greatest Toy Story. It's the most adult one, so
The
it's
greatest?
100%. They
I
all
don't
get better
know.
and better, so.
Toy Story 2.
I could make an argument that Oh, no, of course. I
I
could make
always
an
say
argument that
Toy
Toy
Story
Story is better than Toy Story 2. Toy Story 2 could definitely be last, but 3 is by far the best.
My favorite's always the first, just like the nostalgia memories, and I've seen it the most.
You
so
guys are
that's
gonna
why.
be really impressed. I just bought these sneakers that are Pizza Planet sneakers.
Oh no
That's
way!
nice.
That's
I'm
awesome.
very excited.
Respect.
You'll never see them because I don't wear shoes on my calves.
If you ever get a car, you need to put like the Pizza Planet thing on the top.
No.
And the
I'm
down.
Sounds like a
I'm
maniac.
I'm a father, Dale. I'm not gonna do that to my daughter.
If my dad
Oh,
had a
Gwen,
car
here's
like
your
that-
dad. Yeah, when
Oh.
Toy Story's not popular, I'm like, what the fuck? Why does Gwen's dad drive around with a fucking rocket ship? Yeah, a rocket ship on his car. I don't even know pizza. That's not even a real thing, Mr. Snell. Pizza Planet doesn't exist, and they'll just chuck their extra cell phones they have at me. Here's my iPhone version X, and then just hit me while they're with their XXX. Not like Quad X, with their L's.
Oh, that's wild.
That's the worst advice I've ever gotten. You should put the Pizza Planet rocket ship on your car. No, I should not.
Oh.
Child service is going to take quite away from me. What'd you spend our college tuition on? Oh, look at that puppy back there. What do you know of this trailer, Taylor, or this teaser?
To be honest, it lowered my hype for Toy Story 4.
Wow.
I felt like
He's a major hater today.
Yeah.
I very much liked how Toy Story ended with the toys being given to this other little kid, and it was just a great
Oh.
wrap up and everything. And I feel like now I'm assuming it has not. I'm hoping it has nothing to do with the actual plot because I don't want the toys to be in some carnival, being prized and won over. I think that's just horrible. Like that's obviously a
Horrible
huge
plot or
trend.
horrible you just don't want to, like,
Horrible
horrible in the
plot.
sense of, like, you feel for the characters, horrible like you don't like that as a movie.
No, I think it's just a horrible plot in general because I feel like it
You
doesn't-
didn't answer me though. Like horrible for you, like feeling bad, or horrible you don't want, like that would make a bad movie.
Bad movie.
Okay, thank you.
And
I was like, you're like, that would be a horrible plot. I said define, and you're like, that'd be a horrible plot.
Oh.
We didn't get anywhere further.
Yeah, horrible movie. I feel like it's not. It just would not be good. A good transition from the third one in that sense, where they should be continuing their story with this little girl, then
Or
throw
what if they
Keanu
get lost
Reeves
in the
there.
carnival?
we've already seen them get lost many, many
It's
times.
true.
We don't need like a fourth story of that. So I feel like they need, I don't know. That being said, I'm willing to go in with an open mind and just kind of sit back and enjoy it. I didn't even know that Bo Peep thing, so it's cool to see Bo Peep back.
That'll be fun to reunite them and get some Toy Baby.
I think that... Something to say?
No.
No? Okay.
I mean, yes, but I'll let you know.
Okay. No, I think the trailer, just watching like the detail and just... if you watch like Toy Story 3 and Toy Story 4 back to back, just the amount of detail in the animation is so different. Like, holy shit. Especially when you get to Buzz being hanging there or zap strapped to that cage. Hung. It's not hanging.
Well, you said when you get to him hanging there, but I feel like
hung.
I feel like the way you said it. No,
When you see him hung there.
We'll just call it down the middle. I think the way you said it, you didn't have it right, but then now you've corrected yourself, so I can't know which version of you that
You Jedi mind trick us, so.
He's T-1000 who just repairs himself.
So yeah, he's there on the wall, and I feel like he just looks incredibly detailed. I feel like I could actually reach into my screen and pull him out.
Don't do that.
Like it's nuts. Like he just feels so lifelike and like a real toy. I know that's what they're going for, but he feels like a real toy. So, but other than that, I hope, yeah.
I am Buzz Lightyear.
Cool.
That's the correct dimensions of the toy.
The correct dimensions?
Yeah, if I've done this every time Disney, Pixar has a stamp, this is what they would look like in real life.
I feel like
Have you
they're
seen
not that big.
Big Toy Story, but they are. Why are you just gonna go against Disney? Who says this is the size? This is why I spent like $150 on these, and then you go, nope, that's not it.
I don't feel
shit on my purchase.
How big is the RC car? I feel like both those.
I don't know. They didn't
the
release
RC
those
car.
stats, but they released the stats of these
The
guys.
RC car must be.
Yeah, it's massive.
Well, if you look at the firework rocket that what is his name? That kid had.
That was
Skull.
Very
Sid.
troubled youth.
Sid.
Very troubled youth.
I could buy him having a weapon of mass destruction.
These guys, I don't know. I don't think these. You could not get one of those into the. You couldn't get one of those into like the machine because if you get the claw machine or whatever, like
you don't know how that works.
Yeah, but
They
I
can
feel
have
like
a big hole.
They
They can have a big hole.
I don't
Hashtag
know.
big
Because
hole.
they feel so tiny. I mean, I legit.
Get back
I
to
need
talking about human
I'm gonna
genetics
rewatch.
already.
I'm gonna rewatch Toy Story 2 and see how sized they were against the
Rewatch
wheel
3.
of the plane at the end of the movie. I'm gonna
You
see
don't
how
know the
big
schematics
Woody
of
is.
that plane either. That was the
All
90s.
of those Boeing 747 planes, I'm sure, have a standard
No,
size
exactly.
wheel.
You say you're sure. You have no fucking clue. You're just
Briggs
speaking-
knows planes. I'll call Briggs up. But Briggs, in Toy Story 2, what are the dimensions of the wheel
He's,
on that
he's just gonna
plane?
hang up on you. Say never call me again.
Probably.
I wanted to bring up,
yeah.
with this movie, if it is a letdown, do you think it could kill the franchise as a whole? Like, the entire franchise?
Like, what do you mean kill? Like, no
because-
more movies, or people
well-
would not like it as
Well,
much?
I feel like Toy Story 3, I've only seen it once, so I don't have the fresh memories of it, but like, would you say that it kind of ended the series off nicely?
It ended perfectly. I think
Yeah.
it's the best. I think it's arguable. Someone could make an argument that it's a better ending than Lord of the Rings, even Return of the King. Because Return of the King, there's still a lot of things left open. They close a lot more in the books, but I feel like a perfect ending. It nailed it.
Yeah, but like, so it was a perfect ending. How can Toy Story 4 beat that?
Well, that's the problem. That's what we're gonna have to see. That's where I will admit. Like, I don't know if I need it. I love Toy Story. It's one of my favorite trilogies, but it could have a big chance of. I don't think it's gonna ruin it. I think those three movies are so strong. I think even then, this is gonna at least just be a good movie with the gang. I think the way of upping it is either. I do think either Woody or Buzz, one of them, is gonna die.
Oh wow!
Legit,
You
I
need
do.
to have a tragedy in a.
I
in a toy
really do,
movie.
because Toy Story 3 was they almost died and that was emotional. It's them dying. And Toy Story is all about lessons, right? Like, Toy Story 1 is about kind of almost like a brother-sister sort of thing, but really friends, like Woody and Buzz trying to get along, right? It's kind of like if everyone's had a younger sibling, like, you're trying to get along. 2 is about feeling like out of place and worrying about what you're going to do when you don't have any friends, and like that's why Woody is thinking about going to that little stadium, right? Because, what happens when Andy leaves me? 3 is about, like, your mortality, and, like, literally that's the end of the movie, is them almost dying. So to me, I think 4 will be, like, helping, like, this could be a movie you could show kids to help deal with a loss of a loved one, right? Like, see even Woody dies or Buzz dies. If I had to put my money on it, I'd say, like, I don't know which one would die.
I'd say Buzz. That's my hard read. Because I feel like
Yeah.
if they're bringing back Bo Peep, you know.
But
Woody,
does it make it even sadder though that they're finally together and then Woody dies?
Well, yeah, that is a good question.
I think you're right with Buzz Lightyear, but I'm gonna guess Woody just because I feel like that could be worse. So I feel like that could be the lesson of Toy Story 4 is dealing with death, and because they always try to do something that parallels to life, whether it's growing up, getting along, feeling out of place, feeling not valued when Andy's growing up. You know, like there's always lessons that attain to not you as a toy, but you as a person. So I think that could be it. So, yeah. Which one do you think would die if one dies? And how do you think on my prediction there?
Buzz, Woody, or Bo Peep?
No.
What about Jesse?
No.
I forgot Jesse.
I think
as a
the only
character.
way
The
that-
love life, the love romance of Buzz.
I think the only one that would die that make us really sad would be one of the core two.
Yeah.
The core two.
Yeah.
I think it'd probably be Buzz.
Okay.
To be honest, I mean they could replace him. They
Wow. Can't replace the memories, my
No,
friend.
you can't. Honestly, I would love another Zurg cameo. I think that Zurg is what made it for me in Toy Story.
In the
I love
original?
that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love that character
Yeah,
so much.
so good.
I must say for my prediction, if it is Buzz that dies, I forgot that he has a love interest with Jesse, so I thought that Woody would originally be like the one to sacrifice himself, and Buzz is like, no, you gotta live your life with Bo Peep. But then I forgot about Jesse.
What about Jesse?
Maybe they go out together. Who knows?
I think it's brutal if they actually kill off one of the toys.
Yeah, toy.
I mean, Jesus.
How do you think it would happen? Do you think it'd be like very graphic, like there's just parts everywhere, or he's squished or melted?
You know the scene in Deadpool when the spinner guy goes to the wood
Explorers,
chipper?
all the toys.
You can kind of picture all the toys doing that at that pose.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
forceful.
can make it.
I definitely though I do hope that this movie does do well because I definitely don't want like a Toy Story 5 or 6 because if this does poorly I feel like people are gonna think Incredibles 2 and then like Finding Dory and then this is I feel like this Pixar's kind of going down that trend and then who knows what that's gonna motivate them to get into like Ratatouille 2 and Bugs Life 2 stuff we don't want to see ever make it to the light of day.
You didn't like Ratatouille?
I love Ratatouille, but
Okay.
we don't need a sequel.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough.
What was I gonna say?
Toy Story 4, 5, 6.
Yes,
Seven.
yes, yeah. Thank you. Toy Story 4. I feel like it'll have the approach of Force Awakens, where it'll bring back to life this whole story and this world, and then it'll end on a note that can just end there. Because Force Awakens, if you didn't have the whole thing with Rey going off to get Luke, you could have ended it with everyone celebrating after blowing up the big Starkiller base, and then that could have ended the movie. So I feel like this will be in that
Kylo
similar
Ren would
sense.
still be alive though.
Yeah, but they could have killed him off though,
Oh,
and then
okay.
it would have been the same basically. So I feel like this will have the Toy Story movie kind of starts off with the picking up in this whole new kind of storyline, and then it'll be ending. And they'll end it in a way they could continue or they could not continue. I feel like if they kill off Buzz, they're not going to continue though.
Yeah.
You talk about scary stories. I'm going through video problems here. So you can...
Video problems. Okay. Scary stories. Kirkland, how'd you feel?
I like the 7 trailers that we saw. Very creepy, very short. My least favorite one was the spider because we had to watch it twice because you were not paying attention, and I did not appreciate that because I had to see it twice. Very gross. I love Guillermo del Toro. I love all of his works that he does, even like his kid shows on like Troll Hunters on Netflix. Like I just love that show now. My girlfriend got me into that. But I really like the different types of monsters and stuff that there are. Like it reminds me of like Silent Hill type monsters that they're just all like so like I could never picture that in my mind, and you just link those characters to just being evil because just like that does not look like a human to me, right? Except for that one chick in the hallway. I forget what her dealio was. She had
The
like
big chick?
yeah, like a double chin.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call her big. I'd call her
Just call her double chin.
double chin. But no, it looks good. So is it? Damn you, Taylor! Make me out as a bad guy.
He's trying to after Captain Marvel.
I don't know. So I'm not too aware. Like, is this like a book series or something? Like,
It
kind
did
of
say the iconic book series.
I know.
So I'd assume.
So you don't know though.
Well, it is a book. It says it's an iconic book
But
series.
you just said I don't know.
No, I'm joking. It would
So-
clearly. It's clearly from a book series. I've never read these books.
They're releasing these, like, is this an actual film
It's a
combined
movie
everything?
coming out in August. I assume I think it's a bunch of short stories.
So it's
Okay.
like a trick or treat kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
Mm.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like it. I'm excited.
Yep.
Do we know a release date? I missed that.
August. I don't know when in August, but
Kind of a
August.
weird time.
Yeah. But competing with Hobbs and Shaw, other market, go for the.
Not wrong.
I'm actually super excited for this. I'm down for some scary, freaky stuff. There's a horror movie that's out that I didn't get to see that I want to go see, so I want to go see that. And then I'm like, I don't know why I'm explaining that.
What is the movie? What is the?
It's it's where the girl is like works in one of those death places where the corpses.
That was months
Morgues.
ago.
Yes, yeah, it was months ago, and I just forgot about it.
I heard it was
so-
bad.
Huh?
I heard it was bad.
You heard it was bad? It's where the exorcism was badly performed and some weird stuff goes
I
down.
I
heard
think
it
he
was bad.
means bad. Like the movie quality was not great.
I heard it was a bad.
I know. I know that's what he meant.
Thanks for clarifying.
But yeah, this movie, I think that's great. I love Trick or Treat. I make a
Hold
point
on.
watching
Why
it
were
every
you
day.
explaining that story? I'm sorry. I
I
missed
don't
the
know.
point.
I just felt like I
You're
needed
just
to.
finding time so Travis can figure out the technical.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm losing my fucking shit over here.
Travis how does it feel? You're like Dylan right now. You're having the technical difficulties.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. We were live on Facebook for a while and then just crashed.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. We were live on Facebook for a while and then just crashed. And then when I try to go back to live on Facebook, it's like you can't record while your phone's rotating. It's like, but I have every other time. And then it's for some reason saying we're still live. So I don't know. I'm very excited for this movie. I'm hoping this is going to be what I don't get with Goosebumps. And I know a Friday the Dark movie is coming out this year as well. I'm excited for that, but I just worry after Goosebumps that it's not going to be the same. So I obviously would never want Goosebumps to be this mature that's looking like, but still kind of that vibe. So I love horror anthologies if they're done well. So yeah, I am very excited for this. And Del Toro's producing. He's not directing it, but I'm excited to... he's putting his name on it, so I'm excited to see it. So I will definitely be checking this one out unless people say it's awful.
Would you be upset if Jack Black was in this movie?
Absolutely. I couldn't take it if he's...
That'd be a great cameo.
Or-
yeah.
I'd like it more.
And if he's also in Afraid of the Dark as well. I'm gonna be really mad.
He's just taking over that whole genre.
And they're gonna cast him as the new Wolverine.
Oh,
It's
God.
gonna happen. I don't think there's any other Super Bowl trailers. I think just the Batman news. I think that's it now.
Hobbs and Shaw. Yeah, no Aladdin.
Yeah. There's a Leo Battle Angel one, but I'm not seeing that movie, so
You not seen that movie?
no.
Are you seeing it, Kirkland? No?
It's not getting good reviews, so
Really? I probably won't see it either.
wow. So last news we're gonna talk about quickly is last week some more news came out about Matt Reeves' The Batman. He said it's rumored. Well, I guess it's coming out. I think it's June something, 26 maybe of 2021. So still far ways away. It's gonna be a noir kind of detective feel, and then they said it's gonna be a younger Batman, and then Affleck retweeted that and quote tweeted that with saying he's very excited to see this vision, blah blah blah. So pretty much just confirming that he's no longer Batman. So and also we tie this in. Did you saw Birds of Prey stuff?
Yes.
You saw the teaser? Okay,
Yeah.
so that was announced, and then this was also announced. James Gunn, we've talked about before, he's doing Suicide Squad 2. Good for him. So, but what do we feel about, obviously we kind of knew that Ben Affleck was going to be done, but how do you feel, what do you want from a new Batman? What do you want, how do you want this to go down?
I've never been asked that question before, so this is a first for me.
Do you want Taylor to go first?
I'll let Taylor go first.
Taylor, go first.
Take the floor.
I really don't know what I want.
Taylor
from a
wants
Batman.
Daniel Radcliffe to...
I said I want Daniel Radcliffe over Robert
This is some
Pattinson.
straight choice. So here, to start this...
I just picture with glasses, over the mask.
Alfred. So okay, to start this off, right, this is what I'm going to say. One thing. One, for people still being like, man, Ben Affleck, he could appear in team-ups. He's not. He's trying so hard to be like, I'm done, without saying he's done. Just leave him alone, fans. I keep seeing people be like, he could be in this, he could be in that. No, he wants to be done. He doesn't want to do this. This is just the most, someone's broken up with you, and you're just but there's still a chance. No, Ben's done. Ben's move on. He's going to do something else. So, this is what I'll pose to you, Taylor, first, and then you can go. With this new Batman, do you want it to be a completely, because I don't think they're doing anything with Justice League, do you want it to be completely on its own, like the Joker Batman, where it's just a new Batman and he's doing his thing? Do you want this to be about a younger Ben Affleck, or do you want this just to be a recast, like a Hulk style, like Edward Norton to Mark Ruffalo? This is our new Hulk in the DC universe, which I feel like I don't think we're
they've said they're just doing like Wonder Woman, Aquaman. Like I think they're just doing solo movies now. So what do you want out of those three options?
This is the same Batman that Ben Affleck plays. It's in that same universe.
Well, that's what I'm asking you.
Yeah.
That was the question.
Well,
We don't know. We don't know.
We don't know. Okay.
Matt, are you just talking about like this is a detective movie I want to make? It's gonna be detective driven stuff like that. But that's what I'm saying. Do you want it to be in this universe? Do you want it to be a reboot? Do you want it to be a prequel to Ben Affleck's Batman? Because they're going for, and also they're going for a Batman that is rumored to be between 20 and 30, somewhere in there.
I want it to be the same universe as
Just
Aquaman.
I can't
Wonder
remember
Woman?
his name. I can't remember his name, but Joker. I want it to be
Joaquin.
Joaquin. Yeah, I want it to be the same universe as that. I don't want it to have like any connection.
That's gonna
to
be
it.
a hard no.
Hard no. Really.
That movie I don't think so. That movie takes place in like the 80s.
But do we know exactly the timeline of this Batman movie?
No, but I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be.
I feel like
I'm
the
telling you that's
noir
not an
style
option.
has an 80s vibe.
I'm
to
telling
it,
you that's
though.
not an option. This Joker movie. So take that out. Go back with the three I gave you.
What if I don't like those three?
Well, then don't see the movie. If you had to pick, they had a gun to you and said, out of these three, you have to pick, or we're gonna rip up all your Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Which would you pick?
Fucking bastards.
Yeah, pick. We're gonna do it
bastard.
right now. That's one.
Oh, shit.
That's the blue-eyed dragon.
I would probably pick keep it in the same universe as Ben.
Which universe?
Ben Affleck.
Okay, which one? Was it universe or a prequel?
The Ben Affleck universe. Twinkle.
You lost all 12 cards then. So you'd say a movie, a trilogy about young Ben Affleck leading up to BVS.
Yeah, I think then you can. I wouldn't go too young. I'd want it to showcase why Robin was killed. And I guess you'd have to bring back Jared Leto for that.
No, looking at a younger Joker now. Right? If there's a younger Batman, then they
True, but then that younger Joker is gonna look at how Jared Leto did his Joker. And
No, they can say before. This is all before those tattoos and stuff, right?
Before he went crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I would go younger Ben Affleck. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to really know what I would want done in a new Batman movie. I feel like Batman has just been really done so many times. I don't think another superhero has had as many movies as Batman. To be honest, I mean,
Spider-Man, I think is. I'd have to look because
like done and redone.
Well, you got the three Raimi ones. You got Amazing, and then you got. Are we gonna count him in Avengers?
Yeah, I count it.
So then that's already 5. Then you got Civil War, Avengers, Endgame, and then his 2 solo ones, Far From Home and Homecoming. And then with Batman, you got 89, Returns Forever, Batman Robin, Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises, Dark Knight, BVS, Justice League. So it's almost like a tie. Batman is in Suicide Squad. I'm not going to count his one scene in there, but if you want to, he is 10 and Spider-Man has 9.
I forgot he was in Suicide Squad.
yeah. So Spider-Man would be the equivalent to how many people like getting rebooted and whatnot. Because they're most popular, and then you got Superman on the side. Not too much. Even though Superman has
it's got like a whole
8
mythology.
movies.
And
He has
his
8 movies actually. So there you go. He's close too. So it makes sense. Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. The 3 like people always talk about who's the most popular.
Superman I can accept. Spider-Man I think.
Why? Why can you accept them?
I
This is not my
reject that.
favorite.
Big Superman fans here. We
No,
heard what you said about Captain Marvel.
No, I really, Batman is one of my. Batman's one of my more favorite heroes, so you'd have to include the Lego Batman movie too.
I won't
right?
count that. Animation is different. I didn't count Spider-Verse either. I think animation is a different realm.
Okay, fair enough.
Because it's just, I feel like that's completely its own continuity. You don't get hyped. You get hyped after Spider-Verse, I will now, but before I feel like you didn't get that hype for an anime. You're like, oh, this could be fun, right? Same with Spider-Verse. I thought it was just going to be fun. I didn't know it would be like GOAT, you know?
Game breaker.
Yeah. Well, I feel like with Batman, they've done so much on the big screen. They've done the Ra's al Ghul story. They've done, the crazy, other story with Poison Ivy and all that stuff like that. And
They could redo that one.
And the thing to push back on that, I feel like Batman, along with Spider-Man, he's one of those characters that has so many villains and so many different arcs that he could work with, right?
I agree with Kirkland, where I feel like for you've seen done a lot, but people like Ewan McGregor in Birds of Prey, he's playing Black Mask. You've never heard of that villain, right? But he's a Batman villain.
I've heard of him before. I heard it.
That's wrong.
Of course,
That's wrong.
of
Okay, but
course.
you don't know him well, right? Yeah. I'm a expert on Black Mask. But think about Clayface. I'm thinking about what they did with Bane when he was in Batman and Robin. He's like, oh, move stuff, and then when Dark Knight Rises, you can do new additions. If this was like another Batman Joker movie, then I'd say, okay, I understand. But you can do like, same with Poison Ivy, like she was very cheesy. Her whole character is like, they do that in Batman Run, but it's really over the top. You could make it a really like earth conscious movie right now. People are all into veganism and environment. Like you could do the same way Killmonger is kind of like the good guy in his movie. You can make Poison Ivy the good guy in her movie, like trying to save the planet. So
really
I think there's lots to be done. I think where I'll agree with you, I think there's a repetition of it's another young Batman. That's what I don't like. I wanted a younger Batman. If we were doing, me and Kurt have been talking about this for weeks, is Batman Beyond. If they're doing a teenager Batman or like past that, that's what I say, go Batman Beyond. That's where I actually liked when they announced Affleck, like, oh, I like this idea of him being in his 40s, almost 50, and all these villains are established, so they can come in. We don't got to see him training, but I don't want, let's say it's not going to be an origin movie, but I don't want it to be like the meeting Gordon for the first time again, and like how does the bat signal go up? Like, even though he said it's not going to be an origin, that could just mean we're not going to show his parents get shot. It could be all the same stuff of like, this is the Batmobile, and that's what I don't want. Where Batman Beyond, it's different. It's in like 2019. There's a future, like the whole, and his origin's so much different. He meets like an old Bruce Wayne. Like that's where I'd want that. But with this, that's my worry. Of I think young Batman's been done after Bale's whole movie was about being like young and grown up.
If they took, like Keaton, just because I've seen people
as
want
young
that,
Batman,
as old Batman,
or
Batman Beyond, I would totally be down with that.
They have to do it,
and I feel like that would be like the righteous kind of thing to do. And,
Oh,
But that being said, like I definitely agree. I feel like the young Batman's been done already. That being said, like if they do, obviously they're going with young Batman. Do you feel like that's like Clayface and stuff? Those are the kind of villains they're gonna
The
throw in there?
rumor right now is Penguin's one rumor. There's apparently like a mastermind type villain, so people think that's Riddler or Hush, which I don't know if you know what Hush, but he's kind of like that. And then there's a female lead. They have not said if that's a love interest or a villain. Most people think that could be Selena Kyle. Maybe she starts as that and then goes into Catwoman, or maybe she's Catwoman. So those are the rumors right now: is Penguin, a mastermind, and a female lead.
Well, another mastermind villain, I know it probably wouldn't work because what's that group that like they've basically been like the
Court of Owls?
Yeah,
That could, well, all like for those are rumors. The director said when they asked about villains, he just said it'll feature the rogues gallery. So he implied no matter who the villains are, it's gonna be multiple villains. I would love Court of Owls. That would be great because that could be their Hydra of like all these people working together. But maybe that's something you build up to and you can sprinkle in.
It's also never really been done before, right?
Not in the movie. No. There's a rumor that there's a game being made right now, but that's some prime content. yeah.
That's quite the rumor for the game's coming out.
Yeah, some people said it's fake, some people said it's real, I don't know. So what do you want, Curtin, as far as like, where would you place this?
Definitely, like, did he say it wouldn't be an origin?
He said it wouldn't be an origin story.
Okay.
But like I said, I don't know what that means, if that's just like you
In
pick up
between,
as Batman, or if you don't see parents get gunned down.
Yeah, well, we've seen that so many times.
We've seen that every time.
Yeah.
Except for the actually no, even Batman 89 had it. It was just in the middle of the movie, I forgot.
So in between 20 and 30, I kind of want to be like mid to late 20s.
Mhm.
Like he's already been established. He kind of knows what he's doing. He's not the old vet, like rough and grizzled, like
Affleck.
yeah, exactly. Like where he's breaking his bones,
Mhm.
just getting punched. I guess it would be similar to like Spider-Man in the Spider-Man game, how it's like 8 years in.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's like 28 years old. So
more established there.
yeah, exactly. I feel like that'd be a good age for that Batman, because we've seen the Affleck and then we've seen like the Christian. Well, it's hard because Christian Bale was like his whole like career as Batman, right?
Yeah, we saw it start to finish.
For
Do you
me,
want this in the universe, or you want this as something else?
I want it standalone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's hard to say because if it's really really good, I do really like some of the Justice League like characters that they have right now.
Did you like Aquaman? I thought you said.
I liked Aquaman.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of going there just for laughs, but I left like entertained.
My man.
Yeah. So I like that. I like Momoa as Aquaman. I love Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman.
It's Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Israeli names. I can never get them. But like I love that cast that they have to work with. So if they have like. Actually, no, that would be impossible to work with, though, because if he's younger than Affleck, right?
Well, but some people have said that you just say screw it and he's just young. The same way in BVS, Wonder Woman says she's been
after her first movie she disappeared from the face of man. That's not the case because Wonder Woman 2 happened and it's in the past.
Mhm.
So they've just discarded that line and like, oh, she's still been
Okay.
around. So they could just literally, he would show up on set in Justice League 2 and they're just like, this is our Batman. Let's not say a single thing about it. It's just, it's Robert Pattinson for Taylor.
It's like when they recasted War Machine, whatever his name is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just, this is who it is, deal with it. Why did you even throw up Robert Pattinson? Where did that come from in the group chat?
Everywhere I see on Facebook, I see these fan-made posters of Robert Pattinson leaning on the wall, and it's like Batman investigator or Bruce Wayne investigator or something, and it's a black and white poster, and it's like coming 2021. I'm like, fuck this.
I've not seen that at all.
I've seen so many fan-made
I'm gonna look it up.
posters.
My least favorite family posters are of Batman because it's always just like the jawline, their cowl. It's like, that looks.
Well, these
that
are
doesn't
like
give me any-
there's a bunch of them actually of these like all these male actors. They're leaning against the wall and like their head is
Why are they
down.
leaning up against the
I don't. They're leaning it back against
Like
the wall.
this
and-
or like a
no.
sexy
Their
head?
hands are in their pockets.
They're
like
spread.
they're wearing suits, but
Can you
the
send us
shadow.
one of these in the group?
I can
chat?
find some. Yeah, they're all in the Marvel DC groups and stuff. But like their heads, the shadow of their heads on the wall actually looks like the Batman
Yeah, of
cowl.
course, you have to do
So-
that.
You almost
Yeah.
fell, you bastard.
He's done that before.
Yeah,
Tell him
I
not to leave.
saw him on the bloopers. That's why I've been watching.
Before
it.
you continue, as far as my on the age, I'm fine. I just want them to get someone that one is a good actor, but two is the look. All the people I've been seeing thrown around are just like, I don't want a CW version of this. I don't want Riverdale people, and that's been for me like it sounds weird, but I want someone that looks like a fucking man. Like I want someone like, and that's I can't remember who was thrown there. Somebody it was like I can't remember who it was, but it was a lot of people that had like the dreamy looks. That's not Batman. Batman is like you gotta find like the younger John Hamm, someone that looks like very old school, like looking wise. I don't care if people have this big. I don't care if he's black or white. That doesn't matter to me. My whole thing is just you need like I wish Oscar Isaac was younger because I think he'd be perfect. But the whole dreamy and like boyish looks, that's Robin. That's Nightwing. Like you get someone like CW to play Robin. Batman is supposed to just have like these defined, like very manly looks. And I know someone would be like, why is he not a man? I just mean like he just has like there's just something about there's a certain he has like a. To me, Bruce Wayne always had like a very 60s look.
Yeah.
Like as far as the man goes, I mean, people go, that doesn't exist. That's John Hamm. When you take him out of a movie, like
Yeah.
he looks like he is from the 60s, not just because of Mad Men. Like you need someone that to me has that look. People throw out Armie Hammer, and I would agree. I don't think he wants to do it, but we might. I think we're gonna do a DC fantasy draft like we did for Marvel,
Yeah.
so we won't spoil too much of our picks. But that's what I'm just saying. Like I know it sounds really bad, but I just don't want like I said, the boyish, like, boy next door. No, you need the bad boy, I guess. You really do. And not, like, not CW bad boy. I don't need... Because Archie could be considered a bad boy, and I don't
Yeah, come on. There's no way he could play Batman.
We're not
Let's
talking
get
about that.
Jughead in there.
You definitely changed my opinion on by bringing up a lot of good points about Batman because like originally for like that 28 I don't know how old this guy actually is but the actor that played Beast in
Nicholas Hoult, yeah, that's been going around. X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, are you talking about the first class guy or the old guy, like the older one?
Kelsey Grammer?
I don't know. I need pictures.
I'm talking about the young guy.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not telling. Yeah, it's not the guy from
The old
Frasier.
guy.
We're going really old Batman. You're doing Batman Beyond? No, he's gonna play a 20-year-old. We're gonna use the de-aging and everything.
That's who I originally like visualized as a Batman, but you also brought up a lot of good points. It's kind of hard for me to picture him as like that miniature John.
Intimidating.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
like for me right now, I can definitely picture that guy as a Robin or like a Nightwing type character.
yeah.
But that's what I originally had in mind, just because I feel like he kind of fits that late 20s look.
Yeah, and it's tough. I don't want to use this as an example because they're so poorly written, but it's something like with George Clooney. I never got that sense that he could be Batman, but once again, I won't judge because it's a bad movie. The ones that are good to me, you look at Michael Keaton, you look at Bale, and then you look at Ben Affleck. Keaton, he was written and we were ready to be super crazy, but still, he came off as like a scary dude. Affleck did, Bale did. Like, you need someone that can pull off that duality of being the, like, suave, well, almost a three-way, like the suave, and then, like, the broken Bruce Wayne, and then the intimidating. Yeah, Nicholas Holt's going around. I don't want that because I don't think he'd be the intimidating part.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could be scared. And that's what I mean. Put him in the role, and maybe I'll be surprised when he plays. But just on the front of it, I'm like, I don't know if I can see that. It's the same way Kristen Wiig is playing the villain in Wonder Woman 2, and I'm always like, I won't believe that until I see the movie. You know?
Yeah, I could definitely picture that guy though, like just being like the detective, like as Bruce Wayne, like like a younger Bruce Wayne sort of thing, but. It's really hard to picture him as like the Intimidator, and that's what Batman's got to be, right? So you brought up a good point, just like that duality.
Batman's intimidating my dog.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what must have.
How do you feel about the? Because I haven't seen Titans, but the Batman and Titans. What if they plucked him and gave him?
He's not in Titans.
I thought he made a cameo.
It's a dream sequence. It's a fun episode, but you never see his face. It's always just from the shadows.
Oh, what about the actor that plays Robin then in Titans? Do you think he could pull off being a Batman?
No, he pulls up being a Robin.
Yeah.
Oh. He's got that CW boyish.
No,
charm.
it's different. It's different than CW. Have you watched any of Titans? I thought you were gonna check it out. It's all
I watched
Netflix.
like half of the first episode. It was fucking boring.
Whoa! He's a great Robin. Actually, I love that. What was I gonna say? Is there anything else on Batman? I don't think so. We're gonna talk about it again. But yeah, I'm just disappointed. 2021. That's a long way. Last thing, Birds of Prey. They put up their quick little teaser. What do we think about their looks? What do we think about this movie that's coming out next year?
I like the looks.
Mhm.
I like seeing Harley.
I like turtles.
Yeah. No, I love Margot Robbie as Harley. For me, she's just like the perfect live action Harley Quinn. So whenever she's on screen, I'm happy for multiple reasons. And yeah, I really don't know much more to add on that.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch it. I'm sure it'll be much better than Suicide Squad because we don't have that one character in there.
It's
Cross
not.
out pudding.
It's not too hard. So. Taylor, as a person that gave us, was like, "Well, 10 out of 10. You must be excited to see Harley."
He'll never let that down. I'll be getting married.
No.
He's like 10 out of 10 Suicide Squad.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have that review playing on the speaker. I'm gonna let DJ Hay put
When
this
you're
track
walking
in.
down the aisle.
I mean, it's sort of
Suicide Squad,
remix.
10 out of 10. Point for this. Point for this. No, I was very much super excited to see that Birds of Prey little teaser for the teaser. I thought it looked awesome. I think it's super cool to see Margot Robbie come back as another a returning character, because I feel like all these characters, I feel like the chances of them really returning in these kind of collaboration movies with other characters from the same universe is very. I feel like it's rare. I mean, it's why I feel like they've just branched off and giving characters their own movies. But I like the whole aspect of DC throwing these characters together. That's why I like Suicide Squad. It was different, and that's why I like. Sony doing
It's
Venom.
totally different.
It's why I'm excited to see Sony's Morbius and all that stuff. All these different kind of twists. I think they're great, different takes in the superhero kind of area right now. Let Marvel do their thing and then do other things that you can dominate at. So I feel like Birds of Prey is a great kind of path to go down. I never have known too much about the relationship between Poison Ivy and
Poison Ivy's not in this movie.
I thought she was.
No.
Why have I been seeing things that she's?
Because she has a tattoo that says P plus H, and then there's her with a bow and arrow through it. And then it started out in the animated series, which we might be doing around.
I'm thinking of the Gotham City Sirens movie, aren't they?
That's apparently the rumors they want to lead up to that. So they're going to do this, and that'll lead up to a Catwoman and Ivy team versus maybe the Birds.
Oh yeah, that's where I got confused. That being said, I'm still excited for this movie. I think it looks great. It didn't clue in that Obi-Wan was in the movie when he popped in. Yeah, but I went back and saw people posting the pictures "Oh, high ground," all that stuff. So it's good, and I think I don't know. I think that the movie is just gonna be super cool. I'm really wondering what they're gonna say about Jared Leto's Joker.
Not
If he's
gonna
gonna be
mention
dead or
no, they're just gonna say he's locked up and they've been broken up. I bet that. I don't think
locked up.
he's in Arkham Asylum again. I really don't think they're gonna get that deep into it. I like that that's the case. We don't need any mention of him. And then they mention that, and then we never see him again, and I'm very happy. So, and then Joaquin can come in and just.
How do you feel about that, Taylor?
I would have liked one more. I don't know if I gave his performance a 10 out of 10. I'd like one more Jared Leto Joker performance.
Why?
Just to end it on a good note.
You know you're laughing as you say that. I didn't even do a react anyway. And Taylor's just laughing because he knows there's no good no.
No, I don't know. Just I would have liked I like to see these characters in other parts of this universe because they created this whole diverse universe.
We just don't have to see that one.
Squad. Yeah, but he's such a pivotal character.
He was not that pivotal.
Well, at least make sure, let me ask you this. So James Gunn is doing Suicide Squad 2. Is he bringing back any of the characters?
The rumor is he's starting off with a whole new cast.
I want my Croc back.
Good for you, but it's not going to happen.
Fuck James Gunn.
I don't
Slipknot, or whatever his name was.
Yeah, he's leading the team. I didn't die. Yeah, you can thank Disney and James Gunn for that one. So. Yeah, I'm very excited. I love the teaser. I like this was a tonal piece that they usually put out. Usually put this out behind closed doors. They did this with Joker and they did this with this because after Shazam,
when they started filming, the costume got leaked everywhere. So I think this is a smart idea. Instead of getting leaked, like go out. So some people think this is just a small, stupid teaser. They're just doing that because they'd rather you see the costumes in a nice lidded shot than just like in some backstage, like, you know, shot of just like half a person. Like, oh, that looks bad. So I like that. I like the vibe. I love the music. It felt, Dylan really disagreed with me, but to me it felt very Blade Runner-y, the look that Harley had with like the costume tape. Especially she has like this like skin tight plastic around her body. Mackenzie Davis and the stripper from Blade Runner, they have that type of attire. So it's not as futuristic as that. It just has that like cyberpunk kind of weird, like almost like Daft Punk sort of feel. It feels like it almost feels like it would have been like in Batman Beyond, like some of the looks they have going on. I'm excited for the casting, but I'm also just worried because they said they were looking for a Sam Rockwell type, and to me that's not Roman Sionis, that is Sam Rockwell. He's a very brutal, like hard-edged villain, and he doesn't have the mask, so I'm hoping we get the mask. I hope it's just saving that. I hope this movie isn't a origin to how he gets the mask, and he gets the mask at the very end, because he is like the Black Mask Society, or the False Face Society. He has this whole like not a cult, but almost cult vibe sort of ways with a mob, and he just has all these people rocking these blast masks. He's a very dangerous, evil villain, so, and he's one of my favorite Bat ones, so I hope he's done justice. That could really disappoint for me, but yeah, and I think they revealed Mr. Zaz, who's a serial killer, who when he kills people, he crosses checks on his body. He's in there rocking like a really classic comic look with his blonde hair. All the other Birds of Prey, they look good, and yeah, I'm just very excited for this. It revealed some good stuff. I like all the looks. I like the vibes. I think February is a good time to release it. So, and I'm happy if there is no Jared Leto, because I don't think you need it. She's moving on, you know. So,
you say they put out these like short little teasers and like images and stuff just so that fans don't leak these horrible looking images of the suits.
But they still
and stuff.
do. That's what you're gonna say, right?
No. What I'm gonna say is, why don't they just be like, I don't know, better at protecting the scene?
How do you not film if you're filming outside? How do you stop that? And
I don't know, if Disney and Star Wars can do it, I feel like
they
DC
film most
could
of
do
their stuff on green screen. So if you think about that,
well, they
right?
can do that for DC though. Wasn't Suicide Squad mostly green screen anyways?
I don't know. I really don't. You're asking the wrong guy. I just feel like for some reason, and maybe it's just maybe DC just sucks at security, so that's why they're doing it. Maybe it's just that. You know what? You can write them up right now.
Write them a letter.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tweet. Tweeting is dangerous.
No, it's not. You just had a bad experience by getting followed by some sex box, and like that's all Twitter is. Like, no, just block them.
I wasn't referring to
all of Taylor's followers.
Yeah.
I was referring to the James Gunn thing, but like.
True. Anything else to add, or can we get out of here? Well, that's your cue then.
That's my cue.
Where can they find us?
Oh! I didn't know you were setting me up for that. You said anything else or work? Or...
245 episodes, plus any other spin-offs we've ever done. And I'll say, well, Taylor, I think we're done. And then you go, oh, well, let's
No. You said, is there anything else? Or can we get out of here? I didn't know
you have something else.
I thought someone was going to say something else. No, I don't. Ladies and gentlemen out there in the Geekverse, you can find us with your internet connection.
Connection.
I'm making Kirkland worried over here.
Yes.
I appreciate you're concerned about my
You're
safety.
gonna scratch up as well.
Yeah, then you owe me $1,000.
It's $1,000 for your wall?
It is for you.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm already in debt. Oh, God.
That's another podcast.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, with your internet connection, you can find us in the search bar. Type in Geek vs. Space Podcast on Facebook. You can find tons of awesome stuff. Just like a shout out at the beginning of this podcast episode, make sure you tune into the Star Wars poll happening every night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Is great. And also be sure to check out all the other awesome random polls that just populate. Right now, there's another one that just posted. It's Will Captain America live or
What are we
die?
talking about? What is it? I don't think I've ever got your official predictions. You think Cap's dead? Yes or no?
Yes.
Cap's dead.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a poll right now.
And go vote
Check
and
it out.
comment on Facebook. People are throwing their theories on Facebook, so that's fun. We keep forgetting to promote. We have a fan page right now, so you can go to that and create conversation.
Yes, the group.
We need more
Absolutely.
people. I posted something. 8 people saw it. Nothing.
Yeah, have you heard about this group, Kirkland?
No.
No? We'll have to invite you to it, basically. Just so everyone joining in now that doesn't know about this group, the group is essentially at the end of the episode. It's basically underneath the page in a sense where it's helmed by Geekverse, but it's called Planet of the Fans. And it's just basically moderated and admin by us, like the geeks, and then everyone that's in there just posts whatever they want that's geek related, just to start conversation and discuss and just kind of build a community together.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, for you to find the video and podcast services, just go in the description down below. Thank you very much for tuning in. We promise when you hear from us next, it'll not be boring.
Bye-bye.
Boom.
I was gonna say harder, further, faster, but I didn't want to fuck it up, and I knew I was
Harder.
gonna.
Yeah, it's higher.
Yes.
Oh yeah, higher.
See,
Okay, good.
you made
I'm
the
glad I
right
did
call. Harder, that's a foreign
Harder,
parody
faster.
comes.